G'day gamers, and we are back with another 7 Days to Die video. When we left off, I was showing you my upgraded version of my simple starter base. I'm now going to show you the final version, and we're going to run through a Blood Moon with it and see how it goes. So it's about 2:30 in the afternoon of the Blood Moon, and as you can see, I have put the bars all the way around on the outside here. I've got a bunch of candles to keep it all very well lit, and what I've also done is changed just a little bit the moat that I've got around here. So I went around the moat and I got rid of all of the old traps that were in there and sort of cleaned up the bottom and made sure there wasn't any big areas where the zombies had dug out. And then starting just here and just along this section here, I have traps at the very lowest level, so at the bottom, 3 deep. I have traps all the way to here. And you may not be able to see it very well, but I've got torches on the walls of that moat all the way along there. So that's going to keep it well lit. Then, where the, up here, where this little drawbridge is, that is full of traps, but those are all metal, so the iron spike traps. And the same down this end at this drawbridge, all filled with iron traps all the way up to underneath. So they'll try and cross here, and they will try and cross over there. And then the last spot is right here in the middle, which is where I'm pretty well going to be standing for most of the Blood Moon, is this spot right here. Because also, when I'm inside the base there trying to defend it, this is the area that they generally end up digging through. So I'm going to be standing right here and trying to defend my base from this spot here. But I've also got iron traps down there. So the idea is that hopefully those traps will last a good bit longer than the rest. Now, I don't have a huge amount of ammunition. I have 100 odd rounds for each of the things. That's all I've been able to find and or make. And yes, I know if you've seen some of my streams, you'll see that I was originally, the concept I was playing of my 7 Days to Die Down Under was that we have a limited access to guns in Australia, and therefore I wasn't going to make guns, I wasn't going to make ammunition, I was only going to work with what I could find. But even at the easiest level in this game, I don't feel I could survive much longer in this game if I didn't make some ammunition. So from now on, I will be making any ammunition for the game, for the guns that I've got. I'm still not going to use any of the automatic weapons. So if I find like an AK-47, I will just dismantle it and take any of the parts that I can use and throw away the rest. But for the hunting rifle, for the pistol, and for the double-barrel shotgun that I currently have, I will be making ammunition for those from now on, just because you just cannot survive. At the higher levels, the size of the zombie hordes gets to the point where if you can't shoot them with a gun, you're not going to survive very long, at least not by yourself. So, I'm going to make a cut here, and we are going to come back once the Blood Moon is underway, or just about to start, and we'll see how we survive. Let's get to it. Let's have some fun. Okay, brought you back a little bit early. Still an hour and a half of game time, so a few minutes before Blood Moon starts, but it's starting to get very dark, and I have actually already had one, or actually, no, one little mini horde brought on by a screamer and 2 more screamers which I have killed, and they keep coming. The screamers keep coming down this side. But I've actually found the best place for me to stand, I feel, is right here in this corner. Because from here, I can see all the way down that way. I can see all the way down that way. I can see through my base over there in case any screamers come along that part. I can see down there. I've got a good view in all directions. So I just sort of scan around like this and keep an eye on things. And the other thing that I didn't mention, the one other improvement that I still have planned for this base is to sling down underneath here, like I've done with my defensive level over there, some platforms to put turrets on. That would greatly help with the defense of the base. And so, you know, if there was a turret slung underneath here, for example, and I could just open up a hatch and get to the ammo, but when I was standing in this area here, it would be shooting down at the zombies in the trench. So my trench is no longer... Oh, is that... Oh no, that's part of the iron trap. My traps are no longer pristine. A couple of them have been a little bit damaged by the little mini horde that I had before. And I'm expecting things to heat up because it's nearly 9:30 now. The horde starts at 10, or the Blood Moon officially starts at 10, so I better get a weapon out. Most of the time, I don't know, it's always a toss-up for me. I have a red dot sight. I don't know if you can see the little laser sight on the floor there, on the catwalk, but I managed to just make that earlier. In my workbench, I had all the equipment I needed to make that. But, you know, just the fact that... Oops, I need to reload. Just the fact that this can shoot a lot faster than the rifle can, the hunting rifle, is a good thing. But I have less ammo for this. I've only got 58 rounds now. And so I'm concerned I'll chew through this too quickly. And if you ADS on this, your stamina goes down way quicker than it does if you ADS on the hunting rifle. Or maybe not, but it seems like you can ADS on the hunting rifle much easier. So I'm probably going to keep the hunting rifle most of the time, unless things get, you know, troublesome, and in which case I'll probably be standing here and just blasting away with the pistol, and then eventually I'll switch to this bad guy. I just hope. I don't know whether this will damage anything. I might actually move to the side so that if it does blow a hole in the bars, I can, you know, keep moving around. But this is it, boys and girls. This is the start of the Blood Moon. So that... Okay, someone's in the base already. Where are they? This one. Yeah. So thankfully, the traps down here are going to kill them off pretty damn quick. As you can see, oh, there's a doggy down here. Missed him. Okay, they're all dead there. Where's the rest of them? There's another one dead there. Oh, here they come. There's another one coming through here. What about over this way? Is there any... Oh. just switch to the pistol for a little bit. Can't actually see the red dot of the laser from up here, so I don't think the red dot really helps all that much. There we go. So far, the iron traps, the iron spike traps, are doing a damn good job. Oops. There's one down there. Damn, missed. I'm sure some people would be complaining that the traps are stealing a lot of the XP that I would be getting for killing all these guys myself. But quite frankly, it's making sure that they don't get to me. That's the important part. Missed. There we go. Oops. Oh, that's a spider. I don't know if I got him or not. No, I didn't. He's still down there. A little concerned that there's a spider zombie down in the trench here somewhere. There he is. Got him. How are we doing? They're only coming from that direction. Seem to be doing quite well. Traps are surviving. I can just pretty much shoot into the mass. Let's actually see how we do with the boomstick. I don't know if they're too far away, or if the trap was getting them. I think the traps are getting them. I don't think that's doing much. So I'm gonna, whoops, switch back to the rifle for now. Getting some more up this end. down, because that's always a pain in the butt, those ones. It's not getting up, good. Go. Just going to try and get into the habit of looking around occasionally to make sure I'm not getting snuck up on. Something was moving fast then. Was that another dog? It was. Whoops. Let's switch to the pistol for the doggy. Where'd the doggy go? There he is. Okay, and another... Oh, he jumped across. Make sure he's dead. So, the spider zombies can jump across that. Is there another doggy down there? There is. Okay. Where are they? It's not all of them. Stay down. There we go. Okay. It's 1 in the morning. Not seeing anything else. Almost out of pistol rounds. How do I do for that? Yeah. I have to go and double check the trench at sunup. I can take the boomstick and do it. Got plenty of rounds for that. But at the moment, that may be the end of it. And I think concentrating all of the traps in the one section here and having the metal, the iron spike traps, rather than just all wood ones has been a huge advantage. Most of my... There's a little section there where wood traps are gone, but the iron traps in the middle right there look like some of them are still in a good condition. All of the wood traps down there have broken, but the iron ones underneath the trap doors look like they're still reasonably good. So putting those traps the way that I did allowed me to concentrate on one front so that I didn't have to defend the entire perimeter. That's always important. And I could have, you know, as time goes by, if I get rid of or don't put traps underneath, say, that walkway there, and just put traps underneath this walkway here, and maybe not even put traps in the center here that I had, because ultimately they could walk across in 3 places because they would try and walk across the top of the traps. So you really want to minimize that as much as possible. So just having one section here where they can cross would be good, but then I really had to keep an eye out for the spider zombies, because there was the one that I killed just down here, who basically he jumped across over there and then ran this way. And I was lucky he didn't then try and come over here, because technically that jump that he made means he could jump over that 2-wide drawbridge that I've got over there as well. So the base is not invulnerable to spider zombies. They can jump a 2-wide gap. You may want to consider making your ditches 3-wide, and things like your little drawbridges 3-wide to overcome that. I don't know that I'm going to make the modification to this or not. I'm quite happy with this design so far, and to survive what is the 4th Blood Moon in the game with absolutely no issues at all, and really minimal problems with the base. If I can keep that level of wooden spike traps along this section here, and keep some iron traps maybe under just one of those, I feel I'll be doing well and should be able to maintain the integrity of this base for a while to come. It's only going to be the demolishers that are going to be hard, because they're going to come in, and if you don't know, I haven't actually seen them before, but they're apparently a big zombie, and they have C4 strapped to their chest. If you can shoot that before they get too close, they explode. If not, they blow themselves up when they get to you, or to your base. And that would do a lot of damage, which I would then have to do something about. But it looks like we have almost survived the night completely. I'm going to head up into my base. I don't expect there to be any more full hordes. There might be another screamer with a mini horde just before dawn. That would not surprise me at all. But that was the main horde. What I'm just going to do is check on the gear that I've got. I've got my hunting knife here. I'm going to need that. Actually, I might swap the pistol out for the moment. So let's... do I need... I got enough... let's just grab some clay and the dirt. I can make more dirt if I need to. Oh, and let's grab five frames. I'm not even going to need that many. I only really want one, but I thought I'd grab a couple more just in case. Okay, so it's almost sun up. So all we're going to do at sunup is just do a quick 180 of the base to ensure that there's no more bad guys, and we will have survived. And we're going to do a ground level sweep. We're not going to do it from up here. I mean, I can see from up here right now, with the torch in particular, whether there's anyone down there in the trench, in the moat, and so far there isn't, which is good. I would have heard them too, more than likely. So there'll be a little bit of loot down there, and probably some minor damage to the walls of the tunnel. Now, if you really wanted to make this, you know, a long-term base, my next strategy would be mine out one more block in each side of the tunnel and replace it with concrete, which is a massive job, but it means the zombies just cannot damage the base. Well, they can, but it's going to be way more effort for them to really do much of anything. So there we go. That is this super safe starter base extended version surviving its 4th blood moon with no zombies getting into the base and really minimal damage. We've got some... Okay, most of these traps here are gone, so we're going to have to replace those. There was 2 rows of wooden traps just in the bottom down there. They're gone. And there's some loot to pick up there, which will be good. There's... most of the iron traps there are gone. And then... thought I heard something. And most of the iron traps underneath there are either gone or broken, so I'll have to repair those. But overall, I am extremely pleased with how well this survived, and basically none of the zombies survived enough to be able to start digging through this inner wall. But if you're concerned, as I said, replace this line with concrete. And that will serve you very well. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give me a like and share it with your friends. Be sure to subscribe to keep up to date with all of the latest videos, and I will see you for the next one. Thanks a lot. Bye.